So we've got a bit of a treat here today, courtesy of Reddit. Now, for those who don't know, this is the Sophia Thalesma and Carmelo Etienne case, aka the Moors. This is a couple of Moorish American sovereign citizens out of Florida who have been pretty active on YouTube and uploading a bunch of their videos and of them getting arrested and all that. This case essentially deals with, well, from what I can tell, child custody things. But what's interesting is what's at the bottom, and I'll show you that in a minute. And so there's some of the usual Moorish American things. They say police, Odom. I haven't been able to figure out who Odom is or what they're trying to say by Odom. Maybe someone knows. Anyway, number one, they say state and show status and nationality for the record, and only after status and nationality is stated, blah blah. So the usual status and nationality thing that Moors like to do. As for first-hand knowledge, Odom lawyers are for slaves and those who do not know the law. For only sovereign can file orders. We got some handwritten stuff. Check this out. Crooked Tarik, I don't know what Tarik is, kidnapped our children unlawful and illegally. Tarik retaliate against us for suing the courts and all the parties involved. I don't see why should I be appeal? This is very bad. When Tarik been sued to on case. When Tarik been sued to. And also federal courts. Paul B. Tarik is crooked and violated the RICO Act. All judgments set aside by Paul B. Tarik. Extensive fraud deprives the court of jurisdiction, obstruction of justice. Check this out. They sign it more. Carmelo Etienne. Now they're trying to, I guess, transfer it to the Supreme Court. I should treat it peace and friendship. RICO violations. Some handwritten stuff, that's always. And now these next couple of pages I'm going to have to skip because it contains the name of kids and stuff. It's not good, obviously. As you can see here, one of their appeals was dismissed for non-payment of the filing fee, and this is the part I wanted to talk about here. Etienne appears to have filed what appears to be a copy-paste. What do I call this? Some sort of boilerplate document from the Moorish National Republic, Federal Government, Northwest Africa, the Moorish Divine and National Movement of the world. Essentially, I guess they call it a vermin of jurisdiction, quo warranto. It has a bunch of so basically, I guess we could go over it, but I'm not going to. So anyways, it's basically trying to get yourself out of the jurisdiction of the court, basically. Here's the interesting thing. The Great Seal National Association, where this guy got this from. It's from the Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs. Minister A-L, Minister Taj Tarik Bey, and Minister William Salam Howe, L. In this guy's child custody case, he's filing essentially boilerplate template documents he got from Taj Tarik Bey and apparently other people. So this is how these guys work. If you guys need proof that this is Tarik Bey paperwork, This is from RV Bay Publications. One of the commenters complaining that yes, RV Bay Publications is not technically Tarik Bay's website, but it hosts a lot of his paperwork, and Taj works with RV Bay, so it's close enough. Anyways, we can see that a lot of the a lot of the elements of Etienne's filing are contained in this what would this be called? In the paperwork sold, arguably sold and promulgated by RV Bay Publications. So you can see the header is almost the same. Pretty similar verbiage. As the. And by the way, a lot of these guys, a lot of the Moors like to say that, they're not sovereign citizens, but let's go back to the other paper. I want to show you guys this. If you notice here, I should zoom in. If you notice here, a little bit further down, look, if you notice here, Minister A.L. is writing his name as :A-L. Minister William Salam Howe is writing his last name as Howe, :L, which is a sovereign citizen thing they copied from David Windmiller. It doesn't do anything putting a colon or a dash in your name. And Windmiller is an extremely crazy guy. He claims that he had all his organs removed and will live forever. These are Moors taking essentially legal strategies from crazy people. And also, notice that there is UCC references throughout. The UCC has no application in any of this. There is also UCC paper verbiage in the RV Bay file paperwork. It says UCC 1-207, 1-308, UCC 1-103. He also calls himself a secured party creditor, a bailor, beneficiary, ex relation. Then you got the weird Connecticut territory, and a lot of the usual stuff. But yeah, we've found Tarik Bay paperwork out in the wild in Florida. As long, just going to reiterate, as long as the states or the federal government doesn't prosecute people like Tarik Bay for putting out this sort of fraudulent paperwork, more people like Etienne are going to end up harmed by this. This guy's trying to get his kids back with bogus paperwork. This will not work. Taj is causing real harm to people. As long as Taj doesn't get prosecuted, more people get harmed.